Could it be? Oh, yeah, it could be. It's another installment of Dubai Fucha. Hello everybody, welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I'm your host John Maffio, and welcome to another Dubai Fucha. And the two movies I'll be featuring for you guys today are Bad Words and Grand Budapest Hotel. Let us start with Bad Words. Bad Words was the directorial debut of Jason Bateman, who's mainly known for Arrested Development, but he's been in a lot of movies, and he's a great comedic actor. The film centers around spelling bees, but there's more to the plot than meets the eye, and it has comedic as well as dramatic elements. Jason Bateman participates in this said spelling bee because he's out for something. He exploited the rule book and he's out to find the answers to something which we don't know from the beginning of the movie. And that's the journey that he takes, and it's a character story, and it's, believe it or not, a really, really good movie for all that it's worth. Is it memorable, or did I take away anything from it? Not really, but it's worth your time if you get the chance to see it. Like I mentioned briefly just before, the plot unravels over time. It's like a mystery. There's a reason why he's doing this, but we don't know till, we learn bits and pieces as it goes along. But there's more to it than that. It's also a character story, and his character, along with other characters in the film, have a starting point and an ending point, and that journey does feel natural and organic. Things to note about this movie is that because it's directed by Jason Bateman, then we had to expect really good comedy, and we get that here. The movie is called Bad Words, so it wouldn't be bad words if there weren't bad words in the movie Bad Words. There are certainly a lot. There is an abundance, a plethora of bad words, including... But any smart person knows that bad words don't make a joke funny, but the jokes in this movie are really funny, and I found myself laughing quite a bit. Also, the dramatic elements of the movie are well endowed, and some of it feels forced towards the end, but for the most part, the drama presented in the movie, along with the comedy, does fit. The thing is, though, that if I never knew Jason Bateman directed Bad Words, then I would have never noticed anything, because the movie looks like a normal movie, with the exception of one really awesome shot, which reminded me of Jason Bateman in Arrested Development, really, really particularly. The rest of the movie, although filmed well and composed well, doesn't feel like it was made by Jason Bateman. He has a signature style, I know it does, and you can see it in the dialogue and the comedy, but not visually. Not necessarily a criticism, but just something to point out. Also, surprisingly, I was riveted by Jason Bateman's performance here, because for some reason while I was watching it, I didn't see Jason Bateman. I saw the character that he was playing in the film, because he really goes through an emotional experience, and when you find out more about him and why he's participating in the spelling bee, then it makes you feel more for him, and it's not forced. It actually feels kind of natural, again, so it makes sense to me. There were other actors in this movie who were really good actors, and they all did their job well, but they don't really get a chance to shine like that well, but they complement Jason Bateman's character along with the rest of the plot that's progressing well. So overall, I would say Bad Words, directed by Jason Bateman, is a good movie. It's got good comedy that's really funny, and it also has dramatic elements that might surprise you and sway you with the heart, but you might not remember it after a month or two. It's entertaining, but nothing that you should rush out to see. But I am going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's a darn good Applebee's meal. If you get the chance to see it, definitely take that chance and run with it. The second movie I'll be reviewing for you all today is The Grand Budapest Hotel, directed by the weird Wes Anderson. Now, if you know me, you know I don't really care for his directing. I mean, I really do appreciate and understand the fact that he's a competent director who sticks to his guns, and I love that. But he's just not for me. It's an acquired taste that I can't bite into. However, Grand Budapest Hotel was the first movie by Wes Anderson, I haven't seen his classics, mind you, that I really, 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 really enjoyed. Like, I actually was so surprised how compelled I was by this movie. The plot, I can't elaborate on too much, but I can say, in my own way, that it involves Voldemort, Norman Osborn, aka Green Gobby, that William Dafoe, man, he has a creepy face, and a painting about a boy with an apple. That's what I got for you. Sorry. Take it or leave it, bitches. I don't even have to say this, it's a given, but I'm going to say it anyway. This movie is very, very, very well directed. You most certainly can tell that it's directed by somebody who's an auteur. And if you know auteurs in film, you know this is a Wes Anderson movie from the get-go. It's really well shot. It looks amazing, especially with all the different aspect ratios going on throughout the entirety of the movie. It's an hour and a half. It flies by. The acting is hammy, it's charming and funny, but it's also impressive. And the story actually impressed me too. As I speak out of my ass right now, I'm actually surprised I'm saying this because really, I didn't expect to like this movie as much as I did. I really, really enjoyed Grand Budapest Hotel. Humor-wise, like, I was laughing throughout the entirety of this movie. There are so many jokes that just come out of nowhere. They're so genuinely odd and weird that you just can't help but just go for the ride and laugh with it. But if you're not into this kind of humor, if you're not into this kind of film, it may not be for you, but once I got into the world of the Grand Budapest Hotel, which is a really nice hotel, mind you, I don't know, for me, in recent efforts, Wes Anderson hasn't hit for me. But for this movie, he hit strong. Like Rocky Balboa to Clubber Lang's face. Ralph Fiennes is really good in his title role as the concierge of this hotel. The kid who played the lobby boy was also really good as the sidekick to Ralph Fiennes. Jude Law's in this movie, and he plays a journalist, and he wasn't bad either for what he was doing. I almost forgot to mention Jeff Goldblum is in this movie, and Jeff Goldblum is amazing in this movie. He has a crazy get-up going on in the face. The most important thing this movie reminded me is that we need more Jeff Goldblum in this world. We don't have enough Jeff Goldblum. We don't have enough trees. We don't have enough food. We don't have enough Jeff Goldblum. We need more Jeff Goldblum in this world because without Jeff Goldblum, life just wouldn't be the same, you know? I mean, without Jeff Goldblum, where would we be? Where would society be without Jeff Goldblum? Jeff Goldblum is like the symbol of redemption, hope that we all need to aspire to, because without Jeff Goldblum, this world would explode like that. But because he exists, there is a glimmer, a glimpse of something more. To my conclusion, Grand Budapest Hotel is witty, entertaining, weird, but visually competent, and definitely one of Wes Anderson's strongest efforts. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's a darn good movie. With an acquired taste, though. It's acquired. Very acquired. So be careful. If you're a casual moviegoer, be careful. So, turning the tables to you guys. Have you seen Grand Budapest Hotel and or Bad Words? Let me know you thought about either or both in the comments down below. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and check out Facebook, Twitter, and We Live Film in the info box. Hope you enjoyed my double feature. I'm John Maffio, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.